Good morning, tubers. It's what, 6:25, and again we're about 66 in the garage. It's Thursday, January 18th, and sun's starting to come up. Yeah. So let's close the garage door and keep what little heat we got in here. It's like about 38, 40 outside. Started sanding on this last night. Got this one sanded out. Got these areas to do. According to the weatherheads, I've got a window of today and today only. It's going to be high of 67 degrees. Our high comes between 12 and 4. And tomorrow, Friday, will be a high of 66 degrees, but a storm front's moving in, and we're supposed to get wind. I was hoping to do it on a nice calm day, pull the Camaro out, leave the garage door open, because I'm just shooting primer, and get these 3 panels into 2K. Next week, the high temperature, we're going to go back to our normal temperatures, which is the high in the mid to upper 50s. And that way I won't be able to keep the garage door open. I'll have to keep it closed, keep what little heat I got in here, and work from there. So, and I'm not going to rush myself to get this done. I mean, if it gets done today, it gets done today. If it doesn't, it doesn't. There's not going to be a rush involved. I haven't rushed this car yet, and I'm not going to rush it now. So that's where I'm at. So let's get sanding on the deck lid and get that out, and we'll get the cowl panel cleaned up, and we'll start wiping everything down. I figure I'm going to have to hang these two. So we're going to do that. I put the etch and 2K inside the house for it to warm up somewhat, and we'll go from there. When I have more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey tubers, got this sanded down. So we just wiped it down. Got a mess on the garage floor. Even splattered on the Camaro some. That's okay. Those get wet sanded again anyway. I don't know if you can see it. Got the wire hung to hang the panels. Had to raise it up a little bit, so I had to do some reconfiguration, excuse me, on the plywood with all the wrenches. That wrench set used to be over here. The sockets used to be over here. I had to raise that hook. That hook was right there, and I had to raise it up there. But yeah. So I'm going to wait until around 1 o'clock before I really get going on this. I figured to shoot this, mix it, shoot it. It'll take me probably 2 hours, and I want to do it in the hot time of the day. I'm going to try to leave the garage door open, because after all, this is just primer and it's going to get sanded again. So we're going on what, 10 o'clock now, so probably another 3 hours to 1 o'clock. So 1 to 4, because sun starts setting here now about 5. Well, it's pretty much, it's down around 5, a little after. So yeah, so the hot part of the day for us will be around 3. So that's where I want to be. So go in and take 5, contemplate lunch, and come back out here at noon and start cleaning up panels and hanging them. I'm not going to hang the deck lid, it'll just stay right there. But cowl panel and the panel and header panel will be hung right here. Probably about level. Depends upon how much this is going to droop down. I pulled it as tight as I could, but it still could be tighter. So that's all I got for now. When I have more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey tubers, let's see, well, it's about 11:30. I'm going to eat some lunch, then we're going to get this all set up and get ready to paint. Everything is out. My degreaser, or wax and grease remover. The paint's out. Gun is out. I use an Eastwood, what is it, Conish, or I can't pronounce it, but it's an Eastwood gun for my primer gun. Got 3 tips with it. Got a 1.4, a 1.8, and a 1.2. The 1.2 is in the box. The 1.4 is in here. I'll shoot the etch with a 1.4, and then I'll do the 2K with the 1.8. So we're ready to go. We're just waiting on time. I checked the National Weather Service. Hot part of the day is going to be between 1 and 3, and so that's when I plan on shooting. We'll pull the Camaro out of here and we'll hang panels, and we'll do that after lunch. So when I get more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey tubers. Let's see. Garage has been blown out. Panels have been wiped down. I just got to hit them with a tack rag and mix up some paint. First we'll do the etch. This whole panel will get etched. Parts of this one will get etched, and parts of the deck lid, like right there, get etched, and then around the holes. So that's all we got for now, and I'll turn this back on when I show something, when I got something done. Later, guys. Hey tubers, etch is done. And we hit it right there on the side. We broke out there, and we broke out there. And then we hit the header panel in the areas where we broke out. Well, we didn't get them all, but so gun's cleaned, and we're waiting for 2K. And let's see, what did they say? Maybe recoated in 30 minutes. It can be sanded in 60. I'm not going to sand, but we're going to wait a good hour before we coat it again. And the 2K is a 4-to-1 mix, hour and a half to 3 hours dry at 70 degrees. So and we got to up the air pressure to 20 to 30. So we got some type of pot life. How long in between coats? Apply 2 to 3 medium coats with 5 to minutes flash time between coats. Okay, I want to get 2 good wet coats on this, so that's where we're going to go. So we got some time to kill. I'd say probably about 40 minutes. So we'll let this dry and come and hit it again. When I have more, I'll turn it back on later. Hey tubers, it's a little after 3, and it's all done. So, you guys want to see the biggest fuck up of all times? This laid down so nice, and then all of a sudden the wire started creaking and making noise, and I thought the panel was going to drop. So I grabbed the panel. It didn't drop, but the paint was still wet. I pounded 3 good coats on this thing. Figured I'm going to sand off a coat and a half. I don't know. Damn. So, what is that old expression? The best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, well, that's why they make sandpaper. So, we're going to let this set up for a real long time. And then sand it, and then probably on the header piece. Oh, and I did get a run right here on the end. And then on the header piece, we'll sand it and possibly hang it back up and shoot it again, depending on what it's going to take in there. But man, this laid down so nice. Okay, well, it is what it is. So, that's it for today, and probably Monday will be the next video. I'm going to give these things time to go, to cure up, and put the deck lid back on the car, and block sand it on the car. So, I want to thank everybody for watching, subscribing, and of course, leaving comments. I can't believe I did that. Alright, later guys.